Hello and welcome to another EnsoVN gaming video. This time we'll be taking down Chaos Colosseum Diamante, who is an int driven slasher with a pretty decent captain ability where he boosts the attack of driven characters by 2.25 times and boosts the HP of striker and slasher characters by 1.5 times. Not too bad, but yeah, he's probably outclassed by pretty much anyone you probably have to boost your driven characters by now, so not great. But his special does boost the attack of driven characters by ×2 for one turn, but that's only if you have max HP at the time. Otherwise it will boost it by 1.5 times. So if you get to use him at his max potential, obviously a ×2 class booster is amazing, but it's really hard to just stay at max HP, especially against hard content. And driven characters don't really have a great healer right now. The only really good one is Raid Barto, but he's currently not on global. But if you can get Raid Barto in the future, using him with Diamante will probably give you the ×2 attack boost most of the time. So probably not great to max him out now if you don't have the gems to spare. But later down the line, if you have a good driven team, he can be very powerful. So we're going to look at the first 4 rounds before we look at the final stage itself, so let's get started. So round 3 is actually pretty annoying since Barto has a freaking 30 hit barrier, and in fact for the whole stage everyone has at least a 10 hit barrier, which is super annoying to get through the first 4 stages. But if you just have Magellan, either Legend or Raid Boss Magellan will do, you can just poison him and just kill him that way. As long as you can tank the hits, since the poison will kill the mobs on the first turn, it's pretty easy. He only does 9,000 damage every 2 turns. If you have some damage reducers or, you know, GPU to stall him out, he's going to die in a couple turns anyway. Plus he does nothing below any percentage of HP, so just let the poison slowly kill him. After the first 2 turns he gets these coloured barriers, which is pretty annoying if you're trying to kill him normally, unless you bring a Legend Blackbeard, so you can use a Legend Blackbeard friend if you don't want to use the Magellan route, which I'm doing now. And just kill him that way, since the barriers will just be ignored if you have a Blackbeard as captain. But otherwise it's going to be really annoying. If you don't have any Blackbeard friends or Magellan, this could be really hard. You could of course just like wait for the right orbs, or bring an orb manipulator to like kill him. To like wait for the right amount of orbs and then burst him, because 2 million damage isn't that hard, but can still be quite a struggle if you don't have enough damage. So this should finally be the turn where he dies. And blam, there he goes. So that's pretty straightforward if you have Magellan. On to round 2 is Usopp. He puts up a defense shield, reducing the damage that everyone takes by a percentage. I'm going to use Colosseum Shiryu just to insta-kill those guys. And then I'm just going to wait out the damage reduction shield. And you're going to find out right here that Usopp does 29,000 damage if you have more than 29,000 HP, which is actually pretty damn strong. But thanks to Shiryu, he also halves the damage you take for 3 turns, so that's not too big of a deal. If you have less than 29,000 HP, he will just attack for 5,000. So actually having a tanky team could be your downfall here, which is actually kind of interesting. So yeah, it attacks again for 29,000 since I'm still above the threshold. Actually kind of ridiculous that they allow him to do this much damage. It's actually kind of interesting mechanic. I don't know if anything else has this thing, but like if you have too much HP, he'll do like a lot of damage. Also every 2 turns he will poison you for 1,800 damage for 2 turns, which yeah, is not too bad. You could also just wait to show you out if you want for some reason to like remove the poison, but you know, I have so much HP, it doesn't really matter anyway. Once again, hits for 29,000, but once again the defense rate is still up from Shiryu, so I only take 14,000, which is actually still quite a lot. But now finally I'm below 29,000, but it's time to burst him anyway. So use Killer to get 1 more matching orb, then Zoro to get the type boost, and then Zoro. You can probably just use like a regular double Mihawk team to kill him. He doesn't have that much HP, so as long as you wait out the defense shield, you only have to do 2 million damage. And he's dead. Just have some strong int units and it should be fine. On to round 3, which is Orlumbus, who is pretty damn annoying, so I have to break out the big guns with double Neko. He will every turn manipulate all your orbs into 1 color, so it starts off with block, then it goes to bomb, then dex, then psi, and then back to block, and then just repeats over and over like that. If you try and use an orb manipulation special, he will switch all your orbs into block orbs. So you want to use someone that makes psi or dex matching orbs, or even bomb orbs, if you can somehow do that. So that's what Nekos are really great for. There's also obviously time skip Luffy or gear 4 Luffy, and any number of other guys. Kanjuro here will actually just make all the dex orbs matching, which is actually pretty cool. don't even have to use Neko. And Aokiji, obviously, the chain lock, the lock doesn't really matter because he's going to switch him more to Psyops next turn anyway. I just need to kill the mobs, which is why having a delay is really nice if you can't kill them through the bother and bomb mobs, which you really can't do with Neko since he has no attack boost. Now I change it all to Psy, which is fine because I'm just going to use the Neko specials now, just to kill that int guy. He actually has quite a lot of HP. Now Kanjuro for the chain lock, and now he only has 2 million HP, so he will just get murdered once you actually have the burst turn. And yeah, that's all on this. On to stage 4, young Doflamingo, who's freaking strong as hell. Might as well be a Colosseum in himself. He has 5 million HP. On the first 10 rewinds, all your specials by 1 turn, and I messed up here by not having my Sabo ready, even after the Korozan cooldown reduction. So I just have to like wait out a couple more turns for Sabo to go off cooldown before I can kill him. So I have to tank the extra 20,000 damage, which is fine. Thanks to the Kuji ship gives me over 30,000 HP. But if I did, you know, you just have Sabo ready, and then I could have just burst him on turn 1. But that's my bad, and I'm not doing this again because that's a waste of 20 stamina. So you can see there he hits for 20,000 damage as well as paralyzing you. I'm just going to heal. He only hits for 6,000 damage now here, so if you can tank the first hit, he's not too bad, but he does still rewind your specials every 2 turns. So either burst him on the first turn or tank the first hit if somehow, because you know that you won't have specials unless you bring someone to reduce them on turn 1. Now he reverses my specials again, so I have to wait 1 more turn. But now that he's only hitting for 6,000 damage, it's not really a struggle. I don't know why I thought about this for so long. Just wait till next turn to use Sabo for the 1.75 times attack boost. You could of course also use Sabo on the 4th stage and then have the ×2 attack boost once the preemptive goes through. Either way is fine. I'm using Gear 4 for the orb manipulation because it's more chance of matching orbs than ×2 Luffy. This stage is actually really hard since he has so much freaking HP. So you might not be able to get through this, and if you can't, you know, just come back later. This is not like the most important Colosseum to farm. There we go. 2.8 million damage, it's not great. I didn't even activate Sabo, I'm an actual moron. So this is the team I'm going to be using to beat round 5 of Diamante. It's pretty much the standard Neko team that I use for most content. Nami is pretty nice for anything that you come across on round 3. Law you can use for the burst on stage 5, and then pretty much everything else is to kill Doflamingo on stage 4. He's really strong still. He only has 2 million HP, but still quite hard to deal with. I'm going to use Aokiji to kill him, and then Law to kill Diamante, but you can just do it the other way around if you want, or use a different orb booster like Alvida or Smoker that are free to play. They should still give you enough damage to kill those guys. Kanjuro is maybe a little unnecessary, but is obviously very nice if you run into Olympus on stage 3, but you can replace him with a damage reducer or a delayer. So with all that said, let's get started. So stage 3 will either be Olympus, Barto or Usopp. They all do pretty much the same thing, but with a lot less HP. Olympus might be the most difficult, but either way, everyone you can delay, so just use Nami when you want to. I don't use it here, just for the fun of it apparently. I'll just use it on the next turn, because apparently I like taking 1 hit from this int dude. I think I just forgot to activate it. Either way, it doesn't matter too much, since luckily only 1 guy was on 1 CD, but you want to delay them before they hit you, since you have to wait out the bother and bomb orb turns. But Olympus now only having 550,000 HP means that you can just kill him with normal attacks, so it's no big deal. Plus all the guys behind him have relatively long CDs, so you should be fine for the most part. Plus this turn is the best when he gives you all dex orbs and then Kanjuro makes them all matching. So I actually don't remember who I attack first. Apparently it's Olympus, which kind of makes sense because now if I kill him now he won't keep shuffling all the orbs, making it mildly better. I can now get meat orbs, but like, well, got decent orbs. 3 strength orbs, which is annoying, but like doesn't matter too much. I still do a crap ton of damage. And then that was actually really annoying. Like the camera moved, so I couldn't actually target that guy anymore because he wasn't even on the screen. Which is why manual targeting is so dumb in this game. That's like the one super drawback of the gameplay, which I hope one day they get rid of. Like if you could just pick like what order you want to attack stuff in, that would actually be really good. So now I just killed this dude, and we can move on to young Doflamingo. does pretty much the exact same thing as he did on round 4, but now it just has 2 million HP, as I said before. Also has slightly less attack, but it's literally like a couple hundred less attack, which is not much of a difference. Literally just gonna wait out the turn, because I don't have any specials. There's no special fast forwarders on my team. So I'm gonna tank the 20,000 hit and get paralyzed. No big deal for this team, since I have so much HP. Then once again, I'm just gonna wait out this turn, since I don't want to risk attacking and then like everyone getting paralyzed and him not dying. That would be the worst case scenario. So I just wait out, and then next turn I can use RPG to burst him for sure. Take another 5,000 damage hit, a little less than it is normally because of like damage reduction socket. Here I got 1 meat orb, which freaking sucks, but luckily this team does enough damage that it doesn't matter too much. So since I had to lock orbs with RPG, that means I do get the meat orb for the next turn as well. Now onto Diamante himself. He's not too bad, it's actually easier than Young Doflamingo himself, but the thing is, if you kill any of the mobs before him, then he will do some horrific stuff. You can see the list of things he will do if you kill him and he's still alive. You can see, but you can see me killing the mobs now, but like it's fine as long as the turn doesn't end and he's still alive. So you can kill the mobs before the turn ends with specials and stuff, but make sure you kill him, otherwise you will be 100% screwed. So here I'm just gonna, so I killed 3 mobs with the specials, and now I'm just gonna burst him. He only has 3 million HP, which is a lot lower than the freaking 5 million that the stage 4 Doflamingo had. And that's pretty much the whole raid. I mean Colosseum, not raid. Diamante himself is not too bad, it's just trying to get through Young Doflamingo, which will probably give you the most trouble. Well, that's it for this video, thanks for watching. I always say that twice, but I'm going to say it twice anyway, because apparently that's like an inside joke now. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like it. Post other teams in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, my nakama!